progress of 5 crash dieters whose New Year's resolution is to see a dramatic drop on the scales within 2 weeks. Jennifer and daughter Emily are embarking on the first day of their juice diet, based on the book 7 pounds in 7 days by the Juice Master. It's become known as the celebrity juice diet after the likes of Jordan reportedly used the plan to lose weight.
Almost 2, isn't it? I've never measured food in inches.
Jennifer has taken on the role of
A
chef.
couple of ice cubes. Oh, in a blender. Oh, God. I don't want to have to get the blender out as well. A lot of noise.
But the juice preparation is a demanding job, for Jennifer at least.
You're supposed to have it for lunch. Shall I make you some now and take it with you?
Well, yeah, otherwise you have to drop it off at work.
Today, I think I'll have porridge.
It's breakfast time in Hastings, and for Marilla, that means lighter life porridge.
I don't put too much water in, actually. Whoops. I'm sure it shouldn't look like that. If I eat it with a fork, it will last longer.
While she's on the plan, everything that passes Marilla's lips will come from a calorie-controlled food pack, which means no eating out, no alcohol, and no snacking.
This will probably do me for hours.
A recent survey found that almost half of British men have turned to crash dieting and slimming pills in the bid for a perfect body. George is still getting used to his elimination diet, but far from being hungry, his main gripe is caffeine cravings.
Asking for a cup of tea, which is off the menu.
Many crash diets ban caffeine because it increases levels of the stress hormone cortisol. Cortisol sends signals to the body to increase its energy storage, resulting in hunger cravings. So George will have to make do with a caffeine-free cup of peppermint tea. So, how is George feeling without that perky morning cuppa?
I woke up this morning and thought, oh, what did I get up to last night? Emily don't have to drink, and I realised I haven't had a drink for over 2 days now, but it feels as though I have.
Abrupt withdrawal of caffeine from your diet can change the way your brain functions, and this can cause drowsiness, irritability, nausea and headaches. So it's really important that you reduce your caffeine intake gradually so you can avoid these withdrawal symptoms.
I've got what feels like a monster of a hangover.
George isn't alone in his New Year's wish for a slimmer him. And out on the high street, Dr. Anu found there's almost no limit to the tactic he'll use in the battle with the bulge.
I just had to look for something to physically stop me putting food in my mouth. And what that was having my teeth wired.
So you had your jaws wired, and the purpose of that was to actually limit the amount of food you took in?
Yes.
I mean, I find that quite shocking, because I'm surprised that anyone would offer that service in this country.
I just needed something to physically stop it going in.
Yeah. Why did you have them taken out?
It broke.
It broke? How did it break?
Because even though you're talking like this, there is a temptation to actually talk properly, so you keep sort of trying to open your mouth.
What about if you were trying to sort of put food in your mouth? Would they break because of that as well?
Let's not go there. Yes.
Ah, right, OK.
You
So
know.
maybe you had a bit of a moment where you wanted to start eating and ping, they just break. OK, fine. But the way to lose weight sensibly is to restrict your calorie intake and obviously to exercise more.
In London, Emily and mum Jennifer are attempting their own drastic weight loss methods. They're a day into their juice detox diet and Jennifer is already seeing the results.
Just over 11 and a half.
4 pounds in 24 hours is fast. Has daughter Emily done the same?
My weighing it was good this morning, lost 3 pounds on day 1. The rate, if I carry on losing 3 pounds every day, I'll be wasting away.
But it seems like weight isn't the only thing that Emily's mum is losing.
Oh, no. I've just sent Emily off with the wrong thing. She's supposed to have had a dreamy detox for lunch, and I've sent her off with a super detox. And the dreamy detox is completely different. I don't know whether I'll tell Emily or not. I might just keep it to myself.
She needn't worry. Mixing up the juices is unlikely to be fatal. So far, Despo has been enjoying her protein-based Dukan diet, and she's keen to find out if it's doing the job.
I can't believe it! I've lost 3 pounds! 3 pounds in a day!
And it's good news too for friend and rival Marilla on the lighter life plan.
Wow, 13.3. Yesterday I was 13.6.5, so that's 3. Yeah, 3.5 pounds I've lost in a day. That's cool, isn't it? I suppose that's what happens when you first start to diet, after not dieting for a long period of time.
The ladies' plan to start the year with serious weight loss is paying off, but it could simply be water they're losing. Water is stored with glycogen, or carbohydrate, in the body. When you cut your calories, the glycogen gets used up, and the water goes too. So there's a risk weight lost early on will pile back on once the crash diet's over. More seriously, it means crash dieters need to watch out for signs of dehydration. Despite real food being off the menu on her lighter life plan, Marilla's off to celebrate her weight loss over lunch at friend Despo's cafe.
How you doing?
Good, I'm just getting my lunch ready.
Oh, let's have a look.
Come and have a look. Come and have a look. This is our starter, crab sticks.
Not
to
our
start.
starter, it's your
My starter. The main course is just chicken, and then it's non-fat yogurt for dessert.
Why are you making me stand here and watch you?
Just so that you see what I go through.
You're not exactly going through anything.
Seeing Despo's Dukan diet lunch is proving difficult for Marilla.
It's working though. I can feel myself deflating.
And the trouble is, how long are we able to stick to it? Because you might suddenly go into some kind of protein overdrive with all this meat that your colon is having to deal with, and your liver is working overtime. And
Maybe that's why I'm not sleeping so well.
Whereas I'm sleeping quite well, and I don't normally sleep well.
You might have problems sleeping on a high-protein diet like the Dukan diet because protein-rich foods are high in the amino acid tyrosine, and these stimulate the brain, hence keeping you awake.
It's a burp a lot on it.
Do you?
Like,
So that's the side effects for that, burping.
Well, I burp with food anyway, but I thought I wouldn't burp. I'll have to take some more omeprazole. Same weight loss, different diet.
Yeah? So far,
I'm
see at the
happy
end
with
of the
this.
week,
I'm happy with this.
and I am more than happy with this.
I'm delighted with this. This is astronaut food.
It's day 2 of George's elimination crash diet, and he's come to see a personal trainer. But as well as a workout, Nadine is also giving George a quick MOT. She's testing for George's fat and muscle percentage, as well as his weight. But what's the verdict?
This has shown me that you've got 18, that's your measurement on the visceral fat rating.
What's visceral fat?
It's the more dangerous fat, unfortunately, because it's the fat that surrounds our vital organs. So we would be looking to get that down.
Right.
Visceral fat is harder to lose than the fat under your skin because it's more deeply embedded in the body's tissues. Studies have shown that high levels of visceral fat can lead to heart disease, stroke, and diabetes. But visceral fat isn't the only health issue George needs to worry about.
Your body fat percentage is 33.6. On the male chart here, you are just into the what they would term obese category, so we'd like to see that definitely come down.
George takes daily medication because of high blood pressure. Exercising more regularly would help to lower it naturally.
Pretty thick on the legs now.
While exercising is good, doing too much while crash dieting can upset the levels of minerals in the body, which in the worst-case scenario can cause life-threatening heart problems. Happily, George is in safe hands.
The boxing work has tired him out a little bit, which is a good thing, but it's just that George is not used to working out at the moment, so he needs to kind of let himself rest and recover and not let his heart rate get up so high, which we're doing at the moment.
Let's go again.
Just let it come down a bit.
Back home with his wife Karen, George is relaxing with a pint of water.
She said that I'm morbidly obese.
She didn't.
You're right, Karen, she didn't.
Did she never?
But only just.
So how are you feeling?
I've calmed down a bit now. It was a stressful afternoon.
I think he's getting withdrawal, George. He's a little bit irritable, And I think it's the caffeine withdrawal and the alcohol withdrawal. I think he's a little bit grumpy.